Unfinished number 2, consideration of an ordinance amending the zoning code for the city of Russellville, recommended by the Planning Commission. This is the third reading.
Motion to suspend the rules and read by title only.
Second.
We have a second on that? Okay. Any other discussion?
I thought we was taking the time limit out on that.
Just a portion for,
Just a portion?
I think, well, isn't that what we did? 25% of the capacity
Yeah,
didn't
I
have a
think-
time limit.
I think that's what,
That's
Is that what we did?
That's what the ordinance
That's
says.
what's in there, yeah.
25%,
That's what we finally agreed
and the
on.
remaining 75% has to move out in 60
Beat
days.
that up pretty hard.
What's that?
okay.
Okay, if that's what we decide on,
Okay.
It's in there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what's in there.
Yeah, we had two versions at one time.
Yeah, that's not the right, that's not the version that I brought back.
Yeah,
that I
that's what I was
proposed.
thinking.
What's
I
that?
thought it was.
This is less what I'm talking.
Who's on first?
Yeah.
I may be,
Was your understanding, Mr. Smith, as Mr. Stuber indicated?
It was, but what I seem to remember is there was two at one time, and that Alderman Tripp had one that I believe the council was reading, and that was the one that I believe was the one that should be in the packet.
Is this the latest one that I received?
I don't think so. I think this one, I think,
we
like
had
I'm saying, I think this is correct.
No, it's not.
Well, disagree.
If I may, counsel, Mr. Harris, I hate to put you on the spot, but what is your recollection from that meeting? I know you have bounced this thing around for months now, so.
I suggest you just let them do whatever they want to do, and just no. Well, I'll tell you, at the work session, the discussion went on for a long time, getting more and more lenient about the time limitations, and then when the actual meeting wound up, though, it bounced way back. I was puzzled at the time as to why, but when I made my amendments to it, I did exactly as I recalled it was discussed in the work session, and that's what I submitted however many months ago it was that it came back and started being reviewed. Now, if nobody read it back then and now they decide now that it's not what they thought it was,
Mayor, we discontinued reading the one from the staff, and I brought one back, and you had even made mention before the meeting that night in the break room in there that you had no objection to it. And that's where I brought one back. This is the third reading of it, should be the third reading of it. And Mr. Smith is correct. It was brought back with those changes, and maybe if we need to for clarification, why don't we table this?
Well, I
and
can
clarify
pull
that before next month's meeting.
Well, I've got last month's. I can go pull last month's meeting, and I believe both of them were in there, or possibly both. Or I know yours was.
It'd be 2 months ago that we had two of them.
I can go pull it. That way, you wouldn't have to table it. I mean, we could.
I make a motion for the sake of time that we continue on, we table it and move on tonight.
Second that motion.
I didn't quite hear the motion.
Was to postpone definitely.
For clarification.
And we had a second. Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. I'm not even going to ask for opposition.